Hello students, welcome to my channel Biology Adda with Devasis. At first, I give my introduction. So, my name is Devasis Das. I am from West Bengal and I have qualified MSc in Zoology, B.Ed and also have SET and GATE. Okay, so in this channel I will discuss the topics of class 11 and class 12 present in your West Bengal board syllabus or CBSE syllabus or ISC syllabus. Okay, so this video is beneficial to board exams and also for the students who wish to appear in different competitive exams after the HS like NEET, like KVPY, etc. This type of exams, for those students also this video is very helpful. Okay, so another thing, there is a misguiding talk or you can say rumor also that the class 11 syllabus is so boring, not interesting one. Okay, but I think in your class 11 syllabus NCERT includes the contents such a way that it will enrich your knowledge very much. Okay, because in your class 11 and class 12, in every subject, not only in biology but also in every subject, it is actually the preparatory phase. Okay, because after HS you will appear in different competitive exams or you will go to different streams, right? So this class 11 and 12 act as the platform or foundation of your future life. Okay, so and NCERT designed the syllabus of class 11 and 12 so sophisticatedly, okay, so that it will helpful to you for your future life. Okay, so in this video we will discuss the syllabus of class 11 and also we will discuss the weightage of each units present in your class 11 syllabus. Now come to the syllabus. The class 11 syllabus has 5 units. Okay, in unit 1 diversity of living organism is present. Okay, and it carries 12 marks in the board exam. In unit 2 structural organization in plants and animals, and it also carries 12 marks. In unit 3 there is structure, cell structure and function. It also carries 12 marks. In unit 4 there is plant physiology. It carries 17 marks. And in the 5th unit there is human physiology and it also carries 17 marks. So in this way these 5 units make the 70 marks in your theory. Okay, within these units there are several chapters. Okay, so here you can see this is the unit 1. In unit 1 there are 4 chapters. In unit 2 there are 3 chapters. In unit 3 there are 3 chapters. Here chapter 8, chapter 9 and chapter 10. These 3 chapters are present in the 3rd unit. In the 4th unit plant physiology. Okay, and in this unit also there are 5 chapters. Chapter 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Okay, in 5th unit it contains 7 chapters. chapter 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22. Okay. So now we'll come to the chapters under these units. Okay. So in the first unit, in chapter 1, we will discuss about the living worlds. This chapter deals with about the life. What do you mean by life? And what do you mean by living organisms? Okay. The salient features of the living organisms. Okay. And how these living organisms are different from the non-living things. Right. So in this chapter, we will also learn about the taxonomical hierarchy, binomial nomenclature, needs for classification, taxonomy and systematics, etc. Okay, that means when a taxonomist or biologist get an organism, then how they categorize this organism into kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, etc. This is done by the taxonomy. Okay. So in this chapter you will get that idea, and also you will learn rules of binomial nomenclature. That means how taxonomists give name to a organism. Next, tools for studying taxonomy like museum, zoological park, herbarium, botanical garden. These are also present in this chapter. In the next chapter, chapter 2, biological classification. In this chapter, we will discuss about the different mechanism of classification. 2 kingdom classification, 3 kingdom classification, 4 kingdom, 5 kingdom and 6 kingdom classification. Okay. You know that the most accepted mechanism of classification is the 5 kingdom classification given by Whitaker. So in this chapter you will learn about it. Okay. So you can see it. This chapter contains classification of Monera, Protista, fungi and some other major groups like lichen, virus and viroids. Okay. You know that according to the 5 kingdom classification, all the living world are categorized into 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae and animalia. So in chapter 2 you will learn about the Monera, Protista and fungi. Okay. In the next chapter, plant kingdom. Okay. From the name you can get the idea that in this chapter we will discuss about different plants. Okay. From primitive group of plants to higher group of plants. That means from algae, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperm to higher group of plants like angiosperm. Okay, in this chapter we will discuss about the salient features of all these primitive to higher group of plants. Okay, in the next chapter we will discuss about the animals. Okay, so next chapter is animal kingdom. You know that all the animals are categorized into mainly 2 categories, right? Number 1, chordates and number 2, non-chordates. Okay, chordates means from phylum Porifera to phylum Echinodermata, and the chordates includes from Hemichordata to Vertebrata. Okay, so in the 4th chapter you will learn all the salient features and some functional aspects also about all these animals. Okay, you can see here salient features and classification of animals from non-chordates up to the phyla and chordates up to the class level. Okay, so in this way we will cover the diversity of living organism. Okay, after completing the diversity of living organism, we will enter to the structural aspects. Okay, so you can see in the unit 2 you will learn structural organization in plants and animals. Okay, I already mentioned that NCERT arranged the contents so sophisticatedly, right? Or it is the arrangement is so tuned. Okay, first you will learn the living diversity, then you will know the structural aspects of this living organism. Okay, so this unit contains 3 chapters. In chapter 5 you will learn morphology of flowering plants. So you know that what is morphology? Morphology means every details of an organism seen from the external side, right? Externally, whatever you can see, it includes under the morphology. Okay, so come here. So see that in this chapter you will learn about morphology of different parts of the flowering plant like root, stem, leaf, inflorescence, flower, fruit and seed. Okay, this chapter also deals with the modification of these structures like modification of root, modification of stem, modification of leaf, etc. Okay, these type of modifications are present in several plants, not all plants, but several plants modify these structural parts into some specialized form. Okay, to perform a particular function. Okay, in the next topic, chapter 6, you will learn the anatomy of flowering plants, right? So in the previous topic you will learn the morphology, right? That means the exterior parts, outer parts of a plant. In this chapter you will learn about the internal parts of the plant. Okay, this study of internal parts of any living organism is known as anatomy. All of you know about it, right? So this chapter deals with, you can see, anatomy and function of different tissue and tissue system in dicot and monocots and secondary growth also. Okay, so dicots and monocots means, you know that the most advanced plant group, that is the angiosperm, are of 2 types, monocots and dicots, right? So in case of monocots and dicots, how their different body parts like root, stem, leaf, flower, fruit, these different body parts are made up with. Okay, what type of cells, what type of tissue system are present in this type of structures, this all about you will learn from this chapter. Okay, next, chapter 7, the structural organization in animals. After completing the plants, we will enter into the animals. So in this chapter we know that the body of every animal is made up of 4 type of tissue system, right? Number 1, epithelial tissue. Number 2, connective tissue. Number 3, muscular tissue. And number 4, nervous tissue, right? So these 4 type of tissue system constitute a body of any type of animals. So in this chapter you can learn these 4 type of tissues present in the animal. Okay, next this chapter also includes anatomy, function of different systems of cockroach. Okay, that means at the last of this chapter you will learn about the different systems present in cockroach. Okay, different system means digestive system, circulatory system, respiratory system, nervous system and reproductive system of cockroach. So in this way unit 2 is covered. Okay, so you can understand the orientation of the syllabus, right? First you come to know the diversity of animals, then their structural aspects, and in the third unit we will cover the cell structure and function. Okay, so from the broad domain to we enters into the cellular level, right? So in this unit there is 3 chapters, chapter 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so in chapter 8 you will learn about cell, the unit of life. Okay, so about the cell all of you know more or less, right? So in this chapter you will learn about the 2 types of cell, prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Okay, then you will also study the different cellular organelles present inside a eukaryotic cell. Okay, and these different cellular organelles, how they are important, how they play their function inside a cell. Okay, this part is also covered under this chapter. In the next chapter, the biomolecules. In the previous chapter, the cell, the basic unit of life, you will cover the structural aspect of a cell. Okay, that is the different type of cellular organelles. But in this chapter 9, biomolecules, you will cover the chemical aspects of a cell, right? That means a cell or any living body is made by 5 macromolecules. Okay, actually 4 macromolecules and enzymes. Okay, the carbohydrate, protein, lipid and nucleic acid. These 4 macromolecules are the building block of any living system. So in this chapter we will discuss about these topics. Next, cell cycle and cell division. Next we will come to the physiology. Okay, in unit 4 plant physiology and unit 5 human physiology. In plant physiology you will cover the transport in plants. Okay, chapter 11 transport in plants. So in this topic you will learn about how plant absorb water and minerals from the soil and how they transport this mineral and water from root to the tip of the shoot, that means in the leaf. Okay, and so here you can see different mechanisms like diffusion, facilitated diffusion, active transport. These are present in this chapter, and the long distance transport of water is discussed in this chapter. Okay, some other physiology of plant are also discussed in this chapter, like guttation, transpiration, opening and closing of stomata, etc. Next, translocation of mineral, nutrients, transport of food, phloem transport, etc. Mass flow hypothesis, etc. are present in this chapter. Next, the mineral nutrition, right? Chapter 12, mineral nutrition. So in this chapter you will learn about different new minerals absorbed by the root from the soil, how they are important, okay, how they play role for maintaining different physiology of a plant. Okay, so this is the mineral nutrition. Next, in the next chapter, chapter number 13, photosynthesis in higher plants. All of you learn this topic from very lower class, right? But here, by learning photosynthesis, you get all the answers of the questions that has been created before this class 11. Okay, you will learn this photosynthesis from a completely different angle. Okay, so next, in the next chapter, chapter number 14, cellular respiration in plants. Okay, this is not actually the breathing, okay, but actually it is the cellular respiration. That means the process by which plant derives their energy, right? This is actually not only present in the plant, but it is also applicable to animals also. But here this chapter is included under the plant botany part. Okay, so in this chapter you will learn about the glycolysis, fermentation, TCA cycle, electron transport chain, etc. Okay, in the next chapter, chapter number 15, plant growth and development. In this chapter you will know the plant growth and different plant growth regulators. That means the different plant hormones that are helpful for plant growth, like auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, ethylene, abscisic acid, etc. Okay, vernalization, photoperiodism, etc. Next, in the unit 5, we will learn human physiology. Okay, so this is the most interesting part of the total class 11 syllabus. Actually, it is like that. We know that sweet is present always at the last of the meal, right? Sweet is given at the last of the meal, right? This is like that. To come in the human physiology, you have to complete all the 4 units present in the earlier part, right? So under the unit 5 there are 7 chapters. Okay, in chapter 16, digestive system of human is present. In chapter 7, respiratory system, that means breathing and exchange of gases, you have to study. Okay, in the chapter 18, about these chapters I do not discuss in this video, okay, because this is already a interesting part, so I think it is not need to discuss in this video. Okay, so in chapter 18 you will learn the circulatory system, right? Okay, the body fluids and circulation. In chapter 19, excretory products and their elimination, that means excretory system, you have to know. In chapter 20, movements and locomotion, you will study. Okay. In chapter 21, you have to learn neural control and coordination and different sense organs also. Sense organs means the eye, ear, etc. Okay. So in chapter 12, the hormone system or the endocrine system is present. Okay. The chemical coordination and integration. This is the endocrine system. So here, so after learning this unit 5, you feel like a little bit doctor. Okay. So this is the very interesting part of your class 11 syllabus. So, and this is the whole syllabus. I analyze the syllabus in this video. From the next class, we will enter into the topic. Okay. If this video is helpful to you, then please like my video and subscribe this channel, and also hit the bell icon to get update about the all videos in this channel. Okay. And share this video as much as possible to your friends. So thank you. Stay safe. Stay in your home. Okay. Thank you.